Welcome into this week's edition of Maverick Insider. Minnesota State, home to a lot of local products. I'm Rob Clark, joined alongside Sam Backard from Chatfield. You come to Minnesota State. How did your experience in high school really set you up for success here at the collegiate level?
I think, especially in my hometown, Chatfield, we have a lot of success with football, obviously, and we have guys that come through the program. They want to play college ball. We had Jamie LaPlante played here with our OC Ryan Schlichty back in the day, and that kind of program like Chatfield, we win a lot of games, and we're really just trying to send guys to the next level. So,
over 7,000 rushing yards for your career there at Chatfield, and then you come in here as a redshirt freshman, able to kind of get your feet wet with a couple of games there. How did that really kind of set you up for success here as a sophomore now?
I think it helped a lot. I mean, I always got to give credit to those guys that are ahead of me. Right, I had Christian Vassar, Tony Anger, Sheen Butler-Lawson, Hayden. The list is very long. Those guys were always supporting me, and there's nothing like game experience, but it's those guys that helped me along the way and kind of showed me, the path to go on.
And for you, just how do you feel like you've really developed as a running back now, coming into your third season of collegiate ball?
There's always little things you can get better on. I think I'm a natural runner, but I came from a small town. It's a lot of just head to the ground, right? I got a great coaching staff here, Coach P, Coach Schlichty, Coach Hoffner. They always teach me stuff every single day. They'll keep me humble. They'll make my ego stay low because, that's how it should be. I should always get better every week.
For you, when you're kind of down there near the goal line, what is it that you're looking for as a running back to be able to get through and into the end zone? Because, that's not always a gimme touchdown for teams. What does it take to be able to really capitalize and convert in those situations?
I think it comes down to, for sure toughness and for sure having a great O-line. We got big guys up front, and they're ready to move anyone at any time in the game. And I think when we get down in those red zone situations, those guys are ready to move anyone, and we all have the grit and toughness to just, if it takes 1 yard, 5 yards, doesn't matter.
As a running back, when you get into that second half, is that really the time where you're looking to really break down the defense, just as far as, you kind of realize they're a little bit worn out from the game and really trying to capitalize there?
I think so. So far this season, I think we've played better games in the second half. Having a great O-line like that, if we don't have the confidence, then we won't win games. So,
what makes this Minnesota State football program so special, top to bottom?
I can compliment him all day, but it comes from the head coach, Todd Hoffner. He's obviously one of the winningest coaches, a great guy, great to all of his players, and he expects a lot from his coaching staff, and he expects a lot from his players, and we can't do anything without him leading the way. So,
what was some of your biggest inspirations growing up, and who did you really want to model your game after?
That's a good question. I could go down two routes there. I could either say my dad. He's a big football fan. He played college baseball, and he's been a football coach for me ever since I was a kid. Or I could bring it to the Adrian Peterson way. I watched him ever since I was a kid, model a lot of my game after him, so one of those two for sure.
Playing 4 sports in high school, do you feel like you take a little bit from, the baseball, the track and field, basketball to add to football?
Absolutely. I think, that's a benefit of being in a small town. You get 4 sports. You can kind of master a lot of different skills, being in baseball, track, whatever it is, and you kind of combine those when you get to the college level, and I think that's really a good thing to be fortunate of, being from a small town, mastering certain things to come here with a bigger toolbox.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
We'll be back after the break. Stay with us.